All right, welcome back to the Centered on Buffalo podcast. We're back with Jason Kelce for the rapid fire questions. Number one, who is a dream guest for you and Travis to get on the New Heights podcast?
Oh man, I've been asked this so many times, and I feel bad like trying to. We just had one of them. Like I've had a few already, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Adam Sandler, Little Dicky,
Yep.
Dave Bird. Like we've had a bunch of people that have just like never in a million years thought I'd be talking to them on a podcast, and it's been awesome. If I was gonna say dream guest, I go Bill Murray.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of like who's a person that I maybe haven't seen a lot on podcasts that
I met him down at his golf tournament. He is an interesting bird.
right? How do you think you do?
If he was in a really good mood, he would do great. And if he wasn't, look out, you're not getting much.
Look up, you're not gonna get much out of it? All right,
No.
fair enough.
He can turn it on and then you get him away from everybody. And I give him credit,
Sure.
it's hard to be on for a full weekend when you're hosting everybody. And when he's off, he's off.
All right.
His brothers are talking for him.
Hopefully, I'm catching him on an on day then, if
Yeah,
that ever happens.
exactly. All right. When they would call the tush push in the huddle,
Yeah,
would you dread it or were you like, okay, now it's go time. It's my time.
both. Like, I'm like, "Hell yeah, we're about to freaking smash this and get a first down," and at the same time, like, "Man, this is gonna suck."
Yeah. Yeah. I separated my left shoulder twice on QB sneaks in my career.
Really?
Yep. And
How?
I think both they were like the AC like going
Did you
down.
land on it?
No, you get covered up by both
Yeah.
defensive tackles, and one goes like the guard doesn't get up on the ball far enough, so he
Oh,
doesn't take any of the
man.
blow, and it goes right through my shoulder as I'm trying to push both guys.
Oh
They
my
go through my
gosh.
shoulder, so I separated that. I did that left AC sprain twice, so every time I mean, that just became your thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not a fun thing to be your thing.
Bro, the place sucks. Let's just be honest. It's the worst. It's like the grindiest, like just like it's about to suck. It's like a long play too, because you have to keep driving your feet.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, it was never a fun play, but it was always good when you were getting a first down, especially if you're calling it. The one time I never was like, man, damn it, I got to run this was on the 1 yard. Like I'm like, hell yeah, let's go, baby. We're
Yeah,
punching this in, but
this drive's over.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I need to get back to this bench right now.
What did you guys call it in the huddle?
Man, I don't even remember. There's a term that we use that I don't feel comfortable
Yeah,
saying,
no, that's fine.
but we all preferred the brotherly shove to the tush push.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles also preferred that because I think they trademarked it, but
Gotcha.
it was
How
just quarterback sneak. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah,
was quarterback sneak with the pushers, but yeah.
gotcha. How many Taylor Swift concerts have you and your girls been to?
So the girls haven't been yet.
Wow.
And I've been to two over in London. So I'm a novice concert goer for Taylor Swift, and they were spectacular, like absolutely outstanding. This whole year she's been overseas doing all the
Right.
concerts. So, you know, taking three little girls overseas, it's tough. So I think we're looking forward to getting them to a show. I think that they're obviously huge Swifties. They love the music. Who doesn't love the music? It's even when you aren't like, I never knew how many songs I did know till I was at the show. Like you're at the show and then, she's playing for like 3 hours and 45 minutes, which is insanely impressive to begin with. And then you realize like, I know every single one of these songs and I didn't even know I knew all of them
Right.
because you've just heard them. So her catalog of music is pretty unreal. Similar to the Bills Mafia, making the atmosphere just insane and electric and invigorating and welcoming. The Swifties are pretty. It's more eclectic. It's a different group, but they're just as rabid. I can tell you that they ride or die with Taylor, so they're making the atmosphere incredible. So the two shows we went to over there were fantastic. So looking forward to going again.
I'm glad you said that because I'm about to bite the bullet on some really expensive tickets for a show in a couple weeks in Indianapolis for me, my wife,
Okay,
and my little girl. So, yeah. So I'm
you're
glad.
gonna enjoy it, brother. Trust me.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have a good time. All right, last one for me. What's your favorite Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia?
So if I don't say Delisandro's, my wife will kill me because that's like her family's tried and true spot. And Delisandro's is fantastic. Angelo's right now is definitely the one that everybody's saying. I love Angelo's, but they have better chicken. Their chicken cutlets are just so good. Angelo's, everything at Angelo's, the pizza, chicken cutlets, cheesesteak, you can't go wrong there. I started with like Tony Luke's was kind of the first one I had because it's right down there by the stadium.
Yep.
I don't even know if it's called Tony Luke's anymore. I haven't been back in a couple years, but if somebody told me the name changed. Uh, but that's one that I kind of went to growing up and was just outstanding. Um, I was fortunate to be able to try. Bradley Cooper has a new one going up in New York. That because I guess New York doesn't have any cheesesteak spots, and he's partnered with I think, or at least I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but anyways, had some of that. Let me tell you, that's a dang good cheesesteak right there. He might be a better cheesesteak maker than he is an actor. I'm not too quite sure.
That says a lot.
It does.
And before me and my wife decided we're not doing number ones anymore, that was her number one. So
Was it?
it was. And I'm
Dude,
like,
I get it.
I'm like,
I
great,
get it.
I look just like Bradley Cooper, right? Quick story on that. So this is a long time ago, but my number one was Carrie Underwood. And then I met her at a Super Bowl party. We were doing an appearance at an Aerosmith concert. We took a picture together and I sent it to my wife and I was like, Carrie's so cool. Da, da, da. And she's
Yeah.
like, that's not how this works. Like a number one is like someone you never meet. You just think,
Right, exactly.
so I think that put an end to it back in
We're done with the number one.
2012. Maybe.
We're actually starting to meet the number one, so now we have to stop the number
Yeah,
one.
this is no longer a thing. All right, brother. I appreciate the time.
Of course. Thanks for having me, Wood.